street youth who eat mom sandwiches for years and years. I think I've been eating your sandwiches for at least 8, if not longer. So yeah, basically when mom decided that she's leaving and there was an ask for where can these sandwiches go, I jumped up and I said, you know, unfortunately we only deal with under 24 and under, so technically to 25. So it's not getting as widespread as mom actually got at one time, but at least this population will still get fed. Where we are directions, we are the lowest barrier service in Vancouver, so we take people in, a lot of the youth that the other centers won't take in due to drugs or alcohol or mental issues. So basically what has happened, we got a load of sandwiches on Friday, and we're a 24/7 building. We have a lot of different programs within that building. A program that just had its funding pulled last year as well was Street Youth Job Action, and this is a program that's a temporary job service for street youth. It's one of the lowest barriers as well, comparable to labor ready, but not labor ready. We actually help guide these youth in how to work and how to rejoin society, right down to, you know, saying hello, how are you, instead of F you, go to whatever. So we take that as one of the biggest things that we actually even do at SYJA. So, but these kids can go out, they work for a bare minimum wage of $8 an hour, and their work today, pay today. So when these kids go out to work, they are going out for about a 5-hour shift, and usually they have no food. So what we've done is, on Friday, all of those kids are 16 that day. There could be 16 to 20 a day. So all those kids came back from work and were presented with a lunch. And it was just amazing for the ones who don't usually eat. A lot of people in the work program can't come to the overnight program because it's 21 and under. Unfortunately, we have to go with our government mandates. So now we also, for the 21 and under program, we also were able to provide, we have 3 youth who work doing dishwashing in the night, on the night shift. They were all able to take a bag lunch to work with them. And then there were a few other youth that aren't able to come into our center but come by every once in a while for something to eat. We now actually have something to give them. So just since Friday, we've been able to feed a great deal of people, and it's been amazing to me. My only thing is there's a great deal of people who also aren't getting fed through our center because they're overage. So hopefully we'll be able to branch out as big as we can. But as far as the youth sector is concerned, you guys have kind of taken over where we didn't have any government funding, we didn't have anything like that. Well, all we had was mom going out giving these sandwiches out. So the youth are very appreciative. I think I handed in about 3 thank you letters, and that's only since Friday. So hopefully we can continue on, and just please know how amazing this is. There are literally about, you know, I'd say 16 to 25 kids a day eating the lunches that you guys make. So yeah. And then we have, you know, other people like Fraggle and other people, you know, who've gone through and don't really need to be in our center because of the environment, but still need a little bit of help. So things like that will also come down for her. Any extra, you know, milks or clothing, kids' clothes and adult clothes. We still have a lot of youth who come back to the center, but not to actually be involved in the programming. We still want to be able to help them. So all this help actually goes back right to them. So yeah, and then I was also asked to just kind of list off a few things that we would need, like as a wish list in our center. I think they really come down to the same thing. These lunches are priceless, especially because you guys have supplied us with a fruit, a drink, and a sandwich in every lunch, which is just amazing. But we're constantly looking for socks. We're constantly looking for underwear and hygiene products. Fraggle kind of came to mind for me today. We're actually always looking for formula and baby needs as well, diapers and things like that. So if any of these things come across, we would always be glad to take them. Right now, what we're working with at our center is to try and see when the best times for us are so that we can accommodate actually having some of your volunteers come in and cook within our center. We're hoping to be able to do that, and we've also picked up through newsletters that we're having a bread slicer issue. So we're trying ourselves to try and get some money together so we can donate it back to you guys to see if we can help with a bread slicer. So yeah, this is really exciting for me. The kids all know that this is still coming from mom, so this is it's really good to kind of just keep on with Mom's legacy, which is most important for me. So thank you for letting us do that. Thank you. 3 running shifts. I think we have 8 to 4, 4 to midnight, and then midnight till 8. And then on top there's a job program as well. So I'd say there's 25 to 30, if not more, staff in the building. A lot of our staff are frontline staff and peer staff. I hope to recruit Fraggle eventually to work at the center. We pride ourselves on hiring past street kids, which is how I got hired. And I wouldn't be here. I am in college. I do have some degrees under me. So, but this all happened just because of all the, what can be offered through our center, and actually eating and having some support through Mom. So we want to be able to constantly bring other kids who just didn't have an opportunity to finish school to go back. So the 4 to midnight is primarily peer counselor staff that are with 1 or 2 mentors on shift, kind of teaching them how to counsel. And we also, as the director said, which I quote her all the time on this, she said, we don't care if they want to be counselors or rock stars, we just want to help them get there. So that's kind of where we're trying to do. And then the overnight is a crisis-based program. So we have crisis youth workers at the overnight. In the daytime, there's the 18 and under program, housing, and every program that we can get into this building, we try, so that it's a constant 24/7. The only thing about our building is you cannot sleep in the building at all. If you sleep there, it then becomes a shelter, which creates a whole other roster of rules. Right now, we can serve food at 4 a.m. if we want. We can watch TV at 2. So it works out for us, yeah. Well, we will open our doors not for sleeping, but we'll take people.
Okay.
We'll just right now on the overnight, we have, because of the funding, we have some stipulations of what we have to do. So we work around it, and just kind of if you need help, come in and stay. But if you're okay, then pretty much they're going to ask you to leave right now because we don't have enough for that. At the winter time, yeah, we'll take in anybody.
Yeah, it was really funny because we had such a bizarre winter last year, but you guys were always open. And it's the ones that were, the bigger ones that were supposed to be, the cold temperature centers, some of them couldn't because they couldn't get enough volunteer staff. But you guys, we'll take you to destinations. I remember there was one young couple, neither one of them had proper footwear for winter weather. One of them, her feet are actually hanging out of her running shoes. I actually took her down on the cart.
Yeah. I think because a lot of our work and most of the people who work in the building are coming from the street or have been homeless or have had issues, we can kind of see things for really how they are. We broke down the wall already of the pity and everything else. Now we're just looking at the person. What do you need? What do we have to help you? And yeah, so it's a great building. It's brand new. There's 3 services that were in Vancouver to begin with. All these services have big time gaps, like 2 to 3 hour time gaps. So what we've done in this is eliminated the time gaps, but now we're just trying to get a handle on exactly what the best ways to run this building are. But thankfully we have a youth advisory, which Fraggle actually runs. So once a month we have youth from the center who sign up and come to a table, and they let us know what they like about the center and what they don't like about the center. And we try to keep the center as youth-driven as possible, and understanding that they're the ones who are going to be running it and helping the next generation come through. So yeah, but I'm proud to just be a part of it.